Welcome back with us here in Leaders of Tomorrow. You're watching the Leaders of Tomorrow Town Hall Edition in Lucknow. Thank you so much for your time, Aditya. My first question to you is, what does Capital Tree do? How did you get started? What was their journey like?
So basically, Capital Tree is a financial advisor firm which deals with all the financial products like investment, ETFs, mutual funds, stocks, in insurance, life, general, health, and in loaning, personal loan, housing loan, and loan against businesses. So what we do, we only believe in advisors, because finances is banks are doing their jobs, AMCs are doing their job, and insurance companies are doing their job really well. But the gap between this all is the advisors what we get from the traditional advisory firms and the online. There's a big gap between all of them, that traditional advisory things are not going that good. The people who have been investing in traditional way are not that much satisfied, whereas the person who is investing only on the basis of online advisors, online platforms, have some trust issues. So he is not able to make the decision that how much which ticket size he should go. So Capital Trees plays a very important role here. We do the appointment basis, man to man things, so that we can clear the gap of online and offline as well.
Sure. I want to talk about the difference between investment and savings. Do you see this a lot? Is there a lot of confusion about what is investments? How should you invest? How should you save? If you're saving, should you be investing at all? Do you face those questions?
Definitely. So the way I have explained the place of Capital Tree shows you the traditional way and the modern way. So asset allocation is very important. While you talk about savings and differentiation between savings and investment, lot of people thinks that they both are same, but that is not happening when you see the investment for after a long time. People need to see that savings is the only part which we are setting aside from our income after expenditures. So 90% of the people think that is like investments, for which they only keep their money in saving bank account or in fixed deposits only. बट इन्वेस्टिंग अभी कुछ दिनों से इन्वेस्टिंग बहुत तेजी से आगे बढ़ रही है. हमारे ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म्स, यूट्यूब, पोस्ट कोविड तो इक्विटीज में पैसे बहुत आने शुरू हुए हैं. बट द थिंग इज पीपल आर नॉट अवेयर ऑफ द थिंग्स अबाउट द प्रोडक्ट्स. हमें फिक्स डिपॉजिट्स को, बैंक अकाउंट्स को, इवन सेविंग बैंक अकाउंट प्लस को कैसे यूज करना है उसके बारे में लिटरेसी कम है. एंड इन्वेस्टिंग को लेके जो मिथ्स हैं वो भी मार्केट में काफी ज्यादा है, बिकॉज ट्रेडिशनल वे और मॉडर्न वे के बीच का जो गैप है. अब अगर हम सेविंग्स की बात करते हैं तो सेविंग्स हमें बैंक अकाउंट्स और एफडीआर में रखनी चाहिए, सिर्फ और सिर्फ इमरजेंसी फंड्स के लिए और उन शॉर्ट टर्म गोल्स के लिए जिनमें हम सेफ्टी चाहते हैं. वेयर एज इन्वेस्टिंग इज ऑल अबाउट क्रिएटिंग वेल्थ, बाइंग सच टाइप ऑफ एसेट्स which can give us higher returns as well as help us to create wealth. Whereas savings is meant to be to plan our expected events or unexpected events in future.
Sure.
So if we will describe it in products, so I believe for saving products, bank accounts and fixed deposits are really good, so that someone can redeem their money on any planned or unplanned event on a single click. Whereas investing should be a long term vision, and the person always need to consult some financial advisor for it, because they are much more complicated than savings.
Sure. So let me take one more question to you, and perhaps if there are any questions from the audience, we can take it. Our experts from IDFC First Bank had talked about credit score, so I want to come to you on the CIBIL score. How does it really work, and your advice about how to manage it?
So, what is CIBIL score? What is credit score? See, these money lenders and creditors are do not know you personally. So what they do, they check your CIBIL score, credit score from various vendors, various credit vendors, so they can know about your credit behavior, your paying back behavior, your credit history, so they can provide you money up forward. Meanwhile, what is happening presently, the civil score has been really concerned because post COVID, most of the people have lost their job, some of the businesses are lacking with their incomes. तो उसमें क्या हुआ है कि सिविल स्कोर प्रॉपरली जिस तरीके से चलते थे वैसे नहीं चल पा रहे हैं, उनका सिविल स्कोर डिक्रीज हो रहा है. तो मैं यहाँ पे ये बताना चाहूंगा कि सिविल स्कोर मेंटेन करने के लिए हम क्या स्टेप्स ले सकते हैं और किन एक्टिविटीज को अवॉइड कर सकते हैं. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, हमें अपने जो भी बिल्स हैं उनको टाइमली पे करना चाहिए. अपने बिल्स को पे करने के लिए आप वन शॉट ही जाइए, और अदरवाइज आप ट्रांजैक्ट करने से पहले ही आप अपने ट्रांजैक्शन को प्री प्लान कर लीजिए. आर यू गोइंग टू मेक इट वन शॉट, और इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू मेक द क्रेडिट कार्ड पेमेंट ऑन दिस मंथ, you can convert it into EMIs also. Banks are giving you that options too. So if you will pre-plan it, आपका credit score दिक्कत में नहीं आएगा.
I also want to talk about the fact that you look at insurance as well, apart from advising on personal finance. And I'm not sure how many people knew till a few years ago. I also wasn't aware that insurance is not a form of investment.
Yes.
Why is that misconception, and what could you perhaps tell us?
So basically, what insurance is, most of the people think while investing, because they think LIC is the only insurance, and in terms of investing, they only know LIC. So the thing is, what insurance do? Insurance covers your financial losses on from the event. If the life goes, the financial loss will be covered through life insurance. If you face any financial uh, things while your health goes down, you fall ill, then health insurance helps. While you met with an accident, your vehicle insurance helps. So insurance is meant to make you compensate with financial terms only, not for the investment terms. Through LIC, the endowment plans, the money back plans, which are not being considered as investing anymore because of the financial literacy and awareness of the product through YouTube or through online platforms and everyone. So this is a conception which needs to be breaked, and people should more think about asset allocation, that how much they need to put in short term, long term, which what is their risk appetite, and they should know about the product. They basically rely on the agents only. They don't even look at the brochures, and they don't tend to know about the product. They just go with the advice which agent is giving, not putting their perception first, that I have this goal, I have this type of taste, and I want safe, I want risky product. They just say what you have. I have something about. So I want to advise everyone that put your goal, put your taste of investments, risky or safe first, then ask agent if you have something which can help my financial planning.
All right.
I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
2016, when our Honorable CM took over, we were trying to connect through all CEOs, and you will be right person to answer that question which we used to hear that time, that UP has been a place where a lot of issue comes in when it comes to recovery. Credit is not one-sided, it is two-sided. Someone has given credit, it has to come back. If it does not come back, then there is a formal structure to bring that money back to the economy. How does state behave, or how does state implementation, or machineries, which comes to police, it comes to law enforcement, also court to a certain extent involved into it, to bring that money back, you would be able to give us some insight that over a period, I'm quoting 2016, when people used to be very reluctant. We used to tell them it's good, we are doing, this government is going to do a lot of good. So I'm back after many years to the state. You will be able to give us an insight. How does it look like it to your point of view that the state has changed to a process where accountability of each stakeholder which is involved into transaction is good to have a good framework of contract implementation or credit, because all this score are contributing to our national score of ease of doing business in front of World Bank, UP's score in the ease of doing business national ranking. So how does it look like? How safe it is to play in this market? I'm glad that you are taking this chair and going ahead in a state which used to be once upon a time a very notorious state.
थैंक्स फॉर हैविंग मी हियर वंस अगेन एंड मैं इसमें ये इंक्लूड करना चाहूंगा कि सर स्टेट लेवल 2016 से अभी तक अगर आप क्रेडिट लेंडिंग की बात करेंगे सो इट हैज बीन रियली इम्प्रूव्ड. अभी आईडीएफसी फर्स्ट बैंक ने जैसे कि स्टार्ट किया है कि लेसर पेपर वर्क पे हम क्रेडिट्स तो बांट रहे हैं. क्रेडिट्स आज की डेट में लोन्स देना, क्रेडिट लेना बहुत इजी होता जा रहा है. बट आपने सही कहा, रिपेमेंट इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सेक्टर फॉर विच सिबिल इज प्लेइंग मेन रोल. The person, whoever, the business, whoever taking the loan should always focus कि वो कितने टाइम के लिए ले रहे हैं. The focus should be on the repayments. तो installments जितने हम दे सकते हैं, we can let the loan for a longer term and उसके through हम repayments को भी ease कर सकते हैं.
Sure. One last question. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a very simple question. Like during the COVID, when many of the people, who defaulted on the EMIs, now with a lot of struggle, you went back after say 6 months or 4 months since, you negotiated with the bank boss, it was not my genuine fault. But somehow your CIBIL is activated, right? Because the bank is not going to look at your face and say, okay, no, this is COVID or no COVID, I want my repayment. Now, when this CIBIL is activated, now you have settled your score with the bank. Now you have developed a good rapport. Now, how do I go back? Now, CIBIL is not going to take back the information from the bank. Look, boy, the guy has now turned good. Now we'll remove it. Now, CIBIL, does it automatically get removed your record, or that blemish is still existing? Because the bank is going to give a feedback. कि सिबिल एक्टिवेट अब रिमूव कर दीजिए. Whose responsibility is it? Do I go back or do the bank gives the feedback?
Definitely, sir, your CIBIL score has been affected, so you will be the person. What you can do further, you can you can take steps to improve your your CIBIL scores by making further payments on time. But in what terms, that who is responsible? Definitely, you have to take steps further to improve your CIBIL score only.
No, I have improved upon. I have become a good boy now. Now, how do I, because if I go back to some other bank and say, boss, I want a loan, so they are going to see your record. CIBIL, it is going to, pop out like a,
Sir,
like a bomb on your face.
As per my knowledge, there are not any provision for that thing.
Okay. All right. I think no more questions from the audience. Aditya, thank you very much for taking the time to join us.
Thank you so much.
Out of time on tonight's conversation, this was